Good evening. Thanks for joining us and welcome to the 10 o'clock news. I'm CAMILA ORTI. The Washington State Department of Health is now recommending a third dose of the Moderna or Pfizer vaccine for a high-risk group of people. The agency says the third shot is just that, another dose, not a booster, for certain immunocompromised people who may not have built up the same safeguards as others. Fox 12's Drew Marine spoke with a Vancouver woman who's eligible for this extra layer of protection. And Drew, how is she feeling about this?
She says she has mixed feelings, but overall she's glad she's eligible. She says with her first 2 doses she had flu-like symptoms, but she says those side effects are worth it as long as she can avoid getting COVID. Throughout the pandemic, 44-year-old Amy Gonzalez has had to have her guard up more than others.
I was petrified.
She's immunocompromised and on immunosuppressants, which puts her at higher risk of getting COVID-19.
I was finally diagnosed with an autoimmune disorder that's called mixed connective tissue disease. I have severe asthma and I had gotten pneumonia a few times back to back and almost didn't survive. It was pretty bad. So the idea of having a virus out there that causes pneumonia was really scary because I feel like I would be one of those people that wouldn't survive it very well, or if at all.
But Saturday, the Washington State Department of Health officially recommended a third dose of the COVID-19 vaccine for immunocompromised folks, so they have an extra layer of protection against the Delta variant. The DOH says those eligible should wait at least 28 days after their second shot to get their third and should try to get the same vaccine as their first 2. Those eligible include people receiving cancer treatment, someone on immunosuppressants, or anyone with advanced or untreated HIV. Gonzalez says she already has her first 2 shots, and with the Delta variant spreading rapidly, she's ready to get her third.
And when I was able to get the vaccine, it was like a relief. It was a relief to be able to actually, not be afraid to go to a store if I had to. But then when the Delta variant came back, I'm like, we're kind of back to how we were in February. Again, if it keeps me from getting COVID and pneumonia and just kind of, those risk factors, for my lungs and my stomach and everything like that. I mean, it's worth it.
Gonzalez tells me she plans to get her third shot next Friday. And at this time, there are no recommendations to get a second dose of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. Live in Vancouver, Drew Marine, Fox 12 Oregon.